Good morning. You're welcome to another edition of Import Export Platform Facebook Live from 3Team Trade Academy. My name is Dele Ayemibo and you're on to another edition of Nigerian State at Billionaires in Dollars. And today we are looking at part 68 and we're looking at Rivers State. I will do play 2 in the evening. I need to make an adjustment on the data I have on play 2 state. So we're discussing Rivers State this morning rather. There are very 3 or 4 strategic states in Nigeria. Number 1 is Lagos, capital city. Number 2 is Abuja, political city. Number 1 is Lagos, commercial city, in the south. Number 2 is Abuja, political city, or the nation capital. Number 3 is Port Harcourt, oil city. And number 4 is Kano, the northern commercial hub center. But 3 of them are very critical. I understand one of the politicians sometimes was making a joke. He said they make the money in Port Harcourt, they share it in Abuja, and spend it in Lagos. They make the money in Port Harcourt, share it in Abuja, and spend it in Lagos. These are very strategic locations in Nigeria. So today we are looking at Rivers State. Rivers State today have the governor as Nyesom Wike. That's the governor of Rivers State. Rivers State is a very interesting and important city in Nigeria, no doubt about it. For the money it's making for the country, for a number of other reasons. How I wish Rivers State can take on the business of exporting petrochemical products. How I wish Rivers State can take on the business of exporting petrochemical products. And that is very important for Rivers State. Extremely important for Rivers State to take on that business of exporting petrochemical products. And my reason is simple. It's an oil city with a lot happening there in terms of petroleum, oil, gas, and the state can go beyond agric minerals and decide to focus on petrochemical products. Like I said, Nigerian state are billionaires in dollars. Only the Nigerian state have not been able to find a way to generate income for itself without Abuja. And all we've been saying since episode 1 to episode 68, and I will end at episode 70 something, is basically saying that we can do it. We come up in the morning and the evening every day talking about things we think are very important. We can do it. We can do it. As a matter of fact, we have everything it takes to do it. So what is our problem? Our problem basically is that we do not have the right people at the helm of affairs of the nation, directing and coordinating the affair of our dear nation Nigeria. That is the bane of the Nigerian environment. That is the bane of the Nigerian economy. Nigerian state are billionaires in dollars. Nigerian state has everything it needs to survive. But alas, Nigerian state has not been able to survive. Nigerian state are billionaires in dollars. Rivers State is billionaire in dollars. Rivers State should not focus on side hustle. They should go beyond side hustle, otherwise called tax, and generate income from the actual exportation of the minerals, agri-products, and processing of crude oil products in the state. I solidly believe that some states in Nigeria can take on actually the exportation of some product that we have the raw material in Nigeria, but we have not taken serious in terms of export. Nigerian states are billionaires in dollars. The state in Nigeria has everything needed to survive, but alas, we have been unable to survive. Why? The handlers of the economy have other agenda we are not aware of. And that other agenda, sincerely, has not helped them. Rather, it makes them to become enemy of the people after they leave office. Sometimes you begin to wonder if these people do not have something they were doing before coming to the office. Because immediately they get into politics, they just hang around politics throughout. Nigerian states are billionaires in dollars. Nigerian state has everything needed to survive, but Nigerian state has not been able to survive. Nigerian states are billionaires in dollars. I dare say, without any shadow of doubt, that Nigerian states are billionaires in dollars. I dare say, without any shadow of doubt, the Nigerian states are billionaires in dollars. And this state, called Rivers State, is not left out at all. And I'm saying Rivers State government should consider petrochemical. Consider petrochemical. Please consider it. Consider petrochemical. Consider, I know LMA is there, and LMA is doing very well. And I'm saying the state can partner with petrochemical company and export itself. Partner with the companies, the oil majors, to get raw materials. After all, they are paying taxes to you. So you can negotiate and get raw materials. Nigerian states are billionaires in dollars. Nigerian state has everything it needs to survive. But alas, Nigerian state has not been able to survive. Nigerian state are billionaires in dollars. Nigerian state has everything to survive, but alas, Nigerian state has not been able to survive. We must do something about this. And you know what? If we don't do something about it very fast, if we don't do something about it very fast, that might become a big challenge. A big challenge. A big challenge. Because we are still largely dependent on oil. We are still largely dependent on oil. We are still largely dependent on oil. We are largely dependent on oil because we have not explored other areas. You know, it's like, one thing I noticed about Nigerian government. We want other areas. We want to diversify. But it's like, we think by getting people to invest in those areas we are diversifying our economy. In diversification, one of the objectives is to diversify revenue. Now, and we all know that the government of any nation have more money than every citizen in the nation. So when government is investing in a sector, not because of taxes it will collect, but to make money from that sector, the government can be said to be diversifying. So for example, if the government buy tractor for the citizen to be able to do export, so to be able to farm, a very brilliant idea. However, if that is the only thing the government is doing, and the government is hoping he's going to wait, and the government is hoping he's going to wait for the taxes the people will pay. That will be a challenge. Because what it does for the people is that it doesn't make it easy or possible for the people to be able to get the best. For example, many states in Nigeria produce yam. The Chinese has designed a yam starch processing plant. So meaning a number of factories that need starch, the state government can then engage these people to farm yam, give them the variant of yam to farm, and then buy off every yam, invest in the processing plant for starch production from yam, use that, engage the people, partner with a local firm to drive the process, hire people, create job for the yam farmer, create job for the labor that will work in the yam factory, but the government is the one exporting the starch. Because of the amount or quantum of fund that the government will be bringing into that space, it will easily enhance diversification. I'm basically saying that export-driven income generation and job creation is the way to go. And no country, no state that have yam should say it doesn't have money. Because with the yam, it can process it into starch and create a lot of job for its people. Nigerian state are billionaires in dollars. Nigerian state has everything needed to survive. But alas, Nigerian state has not been able to survive. Nigerian state are billionaires in dollars. Nigerian state has everything to survive. But alas, Nigerian state has not been able to survive. I'm basically saying that Nigerian state can do everything. So get the yam processing plant and do it. So I'll be talking about Rivers State today. And in Rivers State, there's so much opportunity in Rivers State. Rivers State, like I said, is Nyesom Wike, that is the governor. The state have a lot of petroleum, natural gas, silica sand, glass sand, and clay. On the agri side, the state is richly blessed. From pineapple to banana to palm produce to ginger to raffia palm to cassava to timber to guava to citrus to fisheries to crabs, oyster, crustaceans to rattan cane, to fish seafood, to fish and seafood, to plantain, to yam, to coconut, to shrimp, to plywood, to banana, to rubber. I mean, the state is grossly blessed. Another strategic state in Nigeria, grossly blessed. So which of these am I focusing on? As usual, palm oil. Palm oil. Now, if you know this state very well, you know that this state last year made 285 billion just next to Lagos. You know, we have the highest earning state is Lagos, followed by Rivers, followed by Delta, I think Ogun State, Kano State and Ogun State. But three states that cross 200 billion in revenue are Lagos, Rivers, Delta and Akwa Ibom. Lagos, Rivers, Delta and Akwa Ibom. So let's go back to Rivers. Rivers State. The income of Rivers State is generating about 40%. 40%. I must commend Rivers State. Kudos. Kudos to Rivers State. Let me check Lagos State. Lagos State is generating over 60% locally. Rivers State is generating over 40% locally. Those are the states that can sustain themselves in spite of government, federal government. If federal government decide not to do what they need to do, they can sustain themselves. They have what it takes. Kudos. But let me check the debt of Rivers State. Rivers State debt is actually about 250 billion. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. Even though I strongly believe that we shouldn't have so much debt. We don't have so much debt, but I mean. All right. Let's look at the palm oil in Rivers State. Rivers State land mass about 773,000 hectares. If Rivers State dedicate half of the land to producing palm oil, that's 212 hectares at a yield of 18,000 metric tons. Rivers State will generate 3.8 million metric tons. 3.8 million metric tons. 3.8 million metric tons. If you process that into palm oil at a yield of 19%, you are going to have 727 metric tons of palm oil from 3.8 million metric tons of palm produce. At a processing cost of 30,000 and farming cost of 6,000, the total cost of processing and farming is actually about 25 billion. Why the total cost of exportation at a cost of 29 billion naira, at a cost of 40,000 per metric tons, leading to 29 billion naira. So we have 29 billion plus 25 billion, 29 billion for export, 25 billion for processing and planting. That comes to about 55.8 billion. Remember, when we processed, we generated 727,000 metric tons of palm oil. If we sell at $500, we're going to have $368 million. Convert to naira, that will be 130 billion. Subtract 55 from that will be 75 billion. In addition to what Rivers State already have, Rivers State can generate additional 35 billion. If you add that to their IGR, in total, Rivers State can generate about 188 billion. Just because it's exporting palm oil. 188 billion. Just because it's exporting palm oil. Remember, Nigerian state are billionaires in dollars. Remember, Nigerian state has everything need to survive, and what has made them not to be able to survive is the handlers of the economy that do not know what they possess, or probably know what they possess, but they are not maximizing it. And I am saying that every state in Nigeria that produce yam can produce starch for local consumption. You know, there are two products that Nigeria is the largest producer in the world. And this is starch on one hand, cassava on one hand, in which Nigeria produces more than half of the world, and yam on the other hand, which Nigeria produces about 40% of the world. These two products can be used to produce starch, and starch is a very, very great market. You know, palm oil, I want to check the market for starch. You know, I just saw a news now. Federal government, local government, and state share 769 billion. Those are the money made from oil export. 769 billion. Those are the money made from oil export. That is what is killing this economy. Sharing money, money you didn't work for, and you are just sure the money will come. So you can even be sleeping as a governor. Just wake up, sleep, 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 wake up, sleep for 30 days, and money will come. What an economy! What an economy! What kind of economy is that? No matter what you do, money will come. Either we work, either you don't work, money will come. What kind of economy is that? How do you intend to grow a nation by that kind of economy? Either you work, either you don't work, money will come. Wow. What a nation. Wow, what a nation. What a nation. What a nation. No matter what you do, money will come. No, that's too bad. That is too bad. I'm trying to check now. Starch residue market is 4.47 billion. Starch residue market is 4.47 billion. Starch residue market 4.47 billion. Now, general starch 3.53 billion. General starch 3.53 billion. Cassava starch 1.23 billion. Cassava starch 1.23 billion. Cassava starch 1.23 billion. Maize starch 839 million. 0.89 billion. Maize starch 0.89 billion. 0.89 billion. Maize starch. And Nigeria is a major procurer of maize starch in the world. Potato starch 0.74 billion. Potato starch 0.74 billion. I'm trying to get different starch. Yam starch is a very big one in the world, but we have not explored the market of yam starch at all. And I am saying to Governor Wike and every other governor in Nigeria that if you decide to start processing agri-products in your state and focus on starch alone, let your people process, you buy from them. Let your people process, you buy from them. After you have purchased from them, you also process. So you create job at the level of planting, you create job at the level of processing. Then you know that your state can never be poor. Because then you have created job for them, and then you are exporting to generate income. That is not stopping you from getting your residual income, your side hustle, otherwise called taxes. That is not stopping you from getting money from your residual income from side hustle, otherwise called taxes. Nigerian state are billionaires in dollars. Nigerian state has everything need to survive. But alas, Nigerian state has been unable to survive. Nigerian state are billionaires in dollars. Nigerian state has everything to survive, but alas, Nigerian state have been able to survive. Can we check up? The states, river states, have fruits, so it can export fruits and tropical fruits, and the tropical fruits is $12.8 billion market. $12.8 billion market. $12.8 billion market. Who are the buyers of the fruit? United States is leading the way. Netherlands, United Kingdom, Spain, Germany, France, China, Japan, India. Banana and plantain, $13.7 billion market. Who are the buyers? United States, Germany, Belgium, Netherlands, Russia, United Kingdom, Italy, France, Japan, China. Processed fish. Processed fish. What's the market of processed fish in Nigeria? Now, why am I recommending processed fish for River State? River State has a lot of fish. It is called rivers. All the plenty fishes. All the plenty fishes. All the plenty fishes. So with this fish, Italy, Germany, United Kingdom, France, Spain, Japan, United States, Austria are all buyers of processed fish. Do you know the market of processed fish? $14.8 billion. And about 500 million is purchased from Africa alone. $14.8 billion. Wow. Crustacean. Crab. Oyster. Shrimps. Crustacean. $25.7 billion market. $25.7 billion. And these are all available in the Niger Delta. Wow. $25.7 billion market. Who are the buyers? Vietnam, China, Japan. They eat a lot of crustacean. United States, Spain, they eat a lot of crustacean. France, River State, wake up. Cross River, wake up. Akwa Ibom, wake up. Delta, wake up. All the riverine states in Nigeria, wake up. Ondo State, wake up. This is a $25 billion market for what you don't value, what you probably throw away. Some people are making a killing with it. And lastly, before I go today, our dear palm oil, India, China, Pakistan, and Africa are major buyer. And Africa buy about 5.11 billion. Thank you very much for listening. I'll come back in the evening and deal with Plateau State. And tomorrow, I'll be looking at Sokoto State and Taraba. Then on Monday, we'll be rounding off with Yobe and Zamfara State. Thank you very much for listening. See you in the evening.